that you're tired of hearing about Pepper X, but hey, I got a couple of these left. They're about to expire, so if you guys wanna, you can see right there the Best Buy. Actually, they're already expired. They expired in January, and it's February now, so hopefully it's okay to eat these. I'm sure it will be. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Uncle Bullcow here, the Duel. I'll put my League of Fire disclaimer up somewhere. And get a couple points on the board. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm almost out of these, but I do have a couple left. I think I may only have one box left after this. But you already know. Anyways, I got some trivia for you. What was the world's hottest pepper in the month of September 2023? That was only a few months back. Go ahead and answer that. What was the world's hottest pepper in 2023, September 2023? All right, a dual chip, a little one at that. A little dash of salt. These things would be an excellent snack, my friend. So there's one chip down. It was a small one. Let's see what this one beholds. These are Pepper X chips. This one's tiny too. Yeah. That second one definitely had more powder on it. All right, so anyways, to answer the question, the world's hottest pepper in September was Pepper X, right? Wait a minute. People were still saying it was the Carolina Reaper. They're going off of what Guinness says. So the Guinness testing or whatever for Pepper X happened in August. They gave the plaque and the award in national news and headlines in October for Pepper X. So, but Pepper X was supposedly the world's hottest pepper for the past 5 years. This is what sparks many internet debates. And many people say, world's hottest pepper, talk about the Reaper. Or people say, no, it's Pepper X. People say, but Pepper X hasn't been certified by Guinness, therefore the Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest pepper. And so the debates went on and on for such a long time. And then in October, the Guinness plaque came out, world record, which if there ever was a test that did show 2.7 million, I do not believe that it was the Pepper X mustard pod that is being shown. I don't believe that. Could it have been the red variant of that pepper? Maybe. Okay, maybe. But mustard pod testing at an average of 2.7 million. No, I'd have to see it. I'm sorry. I know people. I mean, I had one guy, and I'm not going to mention any names. I had one guy that actually has a mustard pod. It's not his. He didn't create it. But he had it tested. And came back at 800,000. Okay? And I know other people that have had mustard pods tested at 800,000. And they're screaming hot when you bite into one raw. They will light you up. Some of them. And I've had a couple mustard pods that are screamers, okay? Even the mustard ODB and the mustard pink tiger peach boot cross last year, two of the hottest things that I've ever ever eaten. I mean, they were brutal, man. But because of the different tannins and the way that the hydrocapsaicin works and everything, they just won't test that high. So I do not believe that the Pepper X, if it did test it that high, I don't believe it was that color. If you watch the video on Hot Ones, Chili Claus is holding a green Pepper X, a mustard, and there's the experience sauce, which is red, sitting in front of him. And Ed Curry says, this is what it looks like when we put them in the mash. And Chili Claus is confused. You can clearly see that if you go watch the video. He's like, oh, this one's not ripe. He thinks that what's brought out there is a bunch of unripe peppers. Maybe he thought they didn't have any ripe ones to bring to the shoe, or I don't know. But Chili Claus clearly was confused that, hey, I'm looking at a red sauce, but I got a green pepper in my hand. So yeah, that's what's very confusing about it. So, and people want to, leave it up in the air as a mystery. That's fine. I don't really care. I don't have a dog in the fight. I am not a pepper breeder. I'm a pepper grower. I'm a sauce maker. And I like to, I'm a flavor before heat kind of guy. So with that being said, though, so I got a little burn off of these. They were both small chips. Don't get me wrong. I've had some that were big and just coated in powder before that have lit me up, at least 2-3 times more than this. But yeah, it's a good beginner challenge. Something to do with your family, your friends. You know what I'm saying? And you want to, introduce them to, to the spicy world of challenges. Another one that's a good beginner challenge is right here. I hope they come out with these again. The building blocks of heat. That's a true beginner challenge where they can actually build their tolerance. So I really hope that one. I do have another box of those in the refrigerator for a rainy day. I'm probably going to do it with somebody. I think Logan. You guys will see. But with that being said, Uncle Bull Cow just wanted to say, yeah, the world's hottest pepper. There is so much hype around it. There's so many people saying it's the chocolate Primotalii, it's this one, it's that one. And the bottom line is this. You're going to run into one or two things. You're going to run into the red pod that tests the highest, right? Or you're going to run into that pepper that lights you up more than anything you've ever had, which a lot of times could be a chocolate pod or a mustard pod, okay? And so world's hottest pepper, it's hard to ever know, and I don't think we'll ever truly know. I mean, seriously, I've had these chocolates and these mustards that light me up more than any red pod. All of these light me up more than like a Primotalii. Primatali's, they probably test pretty high. I'm actually going to send some red Primatali's away this year for testing because I can't get any results. I'm trying to find people that have had it tested, and I'm not seeing any results. So I'm interested in seeing what the red Primotalii tests at. Like I said, it's a hot pepper. It's screaming hot. But I don't think it's far above the Primo and the Reaper. I think it probably averages higher. So, with a Primo, you're going to probably see a 1.7, a 1.3, a 1.5 all over the place. Whereas the Primotalii, maybe you'll see that 1.7, 1.8, but then it averages in the 1.6, 1.7 range. So I might have that going on for it, but still a good pepper nonetheless. Anybody that eats red Primatali's or use them, I use them in my Italian food. I make a flake out of them. Come on, Asian food, all of that. But I want you to do me a favor right now. Smash that like button and then comment below. What is the hottest pepper or peppers that you have ever eaten? If it's multiples, go ahead and put them. Because with me, I would say I would have to give a top 5 or a top 10 list. And they're all very close. So, world's hottest pepper. You already know what it is. Uncle Bull.